everyone, welcome back to Lubelska Dolina for episode 17 in the adventures of Feldkorb. Alright, so here we are, the middle of day 4, middle of autumn. And since the last episode, we've done a fair few contracts off camera, as you can see by this handy image that should be popping up around about now. So yeah, we completed a fair few, got the total money up to 35 and a bit grand, so that's good. Now we've run into a small problem with this field that we purchased as well. Unfortunately the soybean is not going to finish growing in time, because today is the last day of the harvest window, and if we check the little sensor thing here, it's not going to do anything. So let's try it again here. There we go. Yeah, it's only 17% grown, and the end of the harvest window is basically the end of today. So what we're going to have to do is plough this crop in. But before we do that, speaking of contracts, we do have a number that we've completed that we hadn't turned in yet. So let's cash those out quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an assortment of contracts. And as you can see, we've got an assortment more. So we got a mix of fertilising and sowing contracts down here to be getting on with. So yeah, we'll be heading out and doing them in a minute. But the big change, oh, we're up to 68 grand now. Lovely. We'll probably be paying the bank back today too. But the biggest change between the last episode and this episode is today we're going to meet a family. So let me run over here quick and introduce you all to them finally. So you can see their names just sort of clustered around by the house over there. So yeah, let's wander up and have a look. Say hello to the family. So we got Clara, Yannick and Alexander. Now, in case you're all wondering, the way we managed to do this is not multiplayer, this is still single player, but it's a very, very handy mod called Contractor Mod, where you can, there's PC only sadly, but what you can do is basically create individual characters that you can play. Instead of tabbing through to like all the different vehicles like this one and the Unitrack and everything, you actually tab through the other players. So it's almost like a farm sim version of The Sims in a way, because you can see in the top right corner just under the money, there's my name, that's me, that's Felden. So if I just tab over to a character, go this way, now we're on Barry from Feldkorb. That's our extra chap. We have like an alternating character here just to do deliveries and stuff, and he's just sitting in the truck out of the way. So that's Barry from Feldkorb, because I tabbed the wrong way. But yeah, here we are now on Alexander, depending on which way I was facing. Oh, there's Felden, and apparently I've got quite a bit of a twitch on. That's unusual. But yeah, there's Clara and Yannick next to us. And if we keep tabbing along, yep, we are now on Yannick. And once again we're on Clara. So this is going to be an interesting sort of change to how we do things, because instead of tabbing to vehicles we tab to the characters. So let's get back on me so you don't have to see that horrid twitching. But yeah, so this is going to be interesting, and we can give them all sort of missions and jobs and things to do with things like follow me and courseplay and everything. But instead of generating just random helper B, helper C, all that sort of stuff, we actually have these 3 unique characters, well 4 technically if you include me and Barry from Feldkorb, but we're not going to be using him specifically for anything. That's just for like if we have deliveries of equipment and stuff, he's going to be the one bringing them in currently. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, for right now we are going to toddle off and get this field ploughed quick, because let me pop up the thing here. Yeah, here we go. See, we're in day 4, late mid-autumn, and soybean is just, it should be being harvested at this point, but that crop was only 17% grown. So what we're going to do is either put in one of the cereal crops. We got wheat, barley, triticale or rye that are up for grabs at the moment. So let's have a quick look at the prices. Yeah, let's see, so yeah, barley's up to 715, wheat's up to 683 at the moment, and triticale and rye, yeah, 700, 800 for that. Let's check the pricing in seasons as well, find out what the rough maximum should be. Yeah, 718 for wheat, only 600 for barley. And rye, I think rye is, yeah, rye tops out at about 800. 809, so I think we're looking at either wheat, barley. Oh no, wheat. Wheat actually has a higher, that's interesting. I did not know that. But again, that only goes up to 718. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is just put rye in this field. Because, you know, it's a cereal crop, it'll get us a decent amount. I was hoping to have soybean, but sadly that's not going to happen. So, yeah, for now, I'm just going to, let's see, whiz around to the front side, drop off this fertilizer, because we are going to go do some of those contracts in a bit. In fact, we could find one of the close contracts and send one of the family off to do them. Now, as per the sort of rules from before, we can only have 2 workers plus me doing stuff at any one time. Luckily we don't have that much equipment, so or vehicles rather, so that's not too big of a deal. Let me just pop over here quick and grab, oh, I'm going to have to move this out of the way. Well, in fact, I think what we shall do, I'll just pop over here for a second, and let's switch to, let's see who's next. Clara. Okay, if I can get Clara unstuck. Clara is going to go over here and grab the RajotGPLAY, and we're going to pick up that cedar that was in the way. See it? There we go, you can see Clara's driving the tractor there. It's a really cool little mod because it kind of adds to the story aspect of it. And also it does work with Universal Passenger and those scripts and everything. So in some of these vehicles we can actually have multiple people. So let us get this all attached. And it does have some seed in it. Okay, let's pick a contract and... that's not the contracts button, this is the contracts button. So we're going to want a sowing one that's fairly near us. Okay, well, it doesn't have to be that near actually. 101, 102, 4, 113. Okay, let's just start at the top. I want Lucerne in 101. And 101 is... ah, they're all over there. Okay, we could get 111, 113 done maybe. Let's start with 101. That's a nice easy one. So yeah, let's poodle on down to the store, grab some more seed from the stuff we have there, and get a contract going with Clara. We'll leave her running around doing that seeding contract. In fact, we'll switch it to Lucerne while I think about it. There we go. Just whiz in here and grab this. Grab some seeds. I just have to open the back of that. There we go. Pop in here. There we go. Lovely. Get that seed in. Close the lid. And off we go down to field 101. Not room 101. That's a bit different. But yeah, so we'll head down there and see you at the field momentarily. And we'll get Clara set up and on her way. And then I shall continue with the ploughing. So I guess you could consider this like a remote view, or a drone camera if we're on third person, or maybe she's got those fancy Google specs, so we're seeing through a little spectacle camera, or Google glasses, whatever they're called. But yeah, so yeah, the little name is always going to be in the top right corner there, so we can see what character is doing what. At the moment, as I say, this is Clara, so that's there she is driving along. I shall see you at field 101 shortly. Okay, here we are down at field 101. So we'll just go ahead and get the course play set up. We are doing fertilising and seeding. Generate the course for field 101. And we're going to do, let's see, 2 headland passes clockwise, and we're going to start work on the up and down rows. Okay, let's see what this generates for us. Yeah, not a bad thing. It wants us to start way up there for some reason, which is interesting. Let's see what it does anti-clockwise. It wants us to start on the other top corner. Interesting. Okay, well, that works. Let's change it to first waypoint and set Clara off driving, so she should poodle over there, get set up, and start on that. So we shall leave her on her merry way, and I shall switch back to Felden, or back to myself, astral project back into my own body, and we'll start with the cultivating on our field there. Okay, here we are, back with me. And there I am in my little green shirt with glasses and everything. And let us pick up the cultivator here. And it looks like we've got rain coming as well in the not too distant future. Not that that should have any real effect on us while we're sort of seeding or fertilising. I know we probably shouldn't fertilise in the rain, or really probably seed for that matter either, but there you go. We'll do what we can. Hopefully it won't be too bad. At least we don't have to try and harvest in the rain. So let's get this underway and see where we go. But yeah, it's unfortunate, this crop. I had hoped it was going to be one that would actually germinate for us and get us a nice bit of sort of free income, as it were. But sadly, that was not to be. It was just too far gone in the season, I think, so it just wasn't going to grow. But, maybe we'll get a bit of a fertilising state out of it by doing this, at least. So I forget what the nitrogen was on it. Well, I think it was 140 we'd said. 120, 140, 160. Look at the back now. Yep, that's jumped up to 180. Okay. So yeah, I think pretty much whatever we put in here should be fine then. So that's handy. Yeah, so we'll get that going, and we'll go check in on Clara in just a minute. In fact, we should be able to see on the map. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, we can tell from right there she's 10% through, so that's good. Yeah, there she goes up and down on the field there. Lovely. Yeah, it's a neat little mod that we can actually have our own sort of characters doing the work instead of just hiring random sort of workers with different appearances every time. So that's kind of cool. I'm liking that so far. And of course you can customise them yourself as you want them to appear within the sort of limited realm of choices we have at the moment in Farm Sim 19. But hopefully 22 will have more options, and we'll get these mods again sort of not too far into the after the launch of the game. And oh, I didn't do that right, did I? No. But yeah. So anyway, I shall get on with this and probably have a tiny little bit of a probably a time lapse, I think. done seeding now, but apparently rye takes quite a lot of seeds. So we're going back down to the store again. We've got to purchase another pallet for ourselves. Obviously, because of the arrangements we had with the banks and everything, and this one guy that was a friend of Yannick's, the container, replenishment container thing here, that we are only using for contracts. So we are going to have to buy ourselves a pallet of seed. Let's have a look and see what we got. I know we've got some Polish seeds in here, which I think was what we bought last time. Let's have a look. It was this one. Yeah, 1600 for 2100. Not terribly bad. Or we can get some seeds, like some bags of seed. So that's cool. A little propylene bag of seed. How nice. Well, let's just get a pallet of this stuff. This is some sort of Polish seed, I believe. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name on the front of that, but yeah, we'll go with that. I'm pretty sure that's what we bought the last time. But yeah, we shall purchase that now. And refill again from here. And head back and finish that field off quick. Now, Clara is onto her third contract down there at the moment. She's got field 101 and 104 drilled, and she's currently working on 102, I believe. Once we get this finished, we are going to have a little bit of a coffee break. And I think Alexander, whichever one of those two is free. I know they both look free, but we can only have 2 workers at once, because somebody has to look after the kids. So, yeah, but while we're on a bit of a tea break, one of the boys there are going to take the pallet of eggs we've got over to the egg sell point, because I just noticed earlier on that, oh, I didn't need to do the headlands yet, the eggs are at a really, really good sell price at the moment. I'll pop up the thing in a second here. But yeah, essentially, let's get going on a straight line. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, see, we got 2 contracts done already. But yeah, eggs, they are currently selling for 5,600 per 1,000 down at the Automat place, which I think is down at that little cheap housing, low-cost housing village thing that we helped build. I believe that's what that one was. So yeah, we're going to just finish off getting this drilled quick, and then go in and have a bit of a coffee, cup of coffee and a bit of a tea break sort of thing. A couple of biscuits, maybe a donut, and just get out of the rain and relax for a bit, and let one of the boys take those eggs down to sell, because that is a very, very good price on eggs, and I think that's going to be well worth doing. I want to say we've got about 1,100–1,200 litres of eggs, so I mean we're not going to really make a massive amount on it, I suppose, but I mean, you know, 5 grand's not bad. And that's how much for the chickens? I mean, the chickens have basically paid for themselves, their feed, and then some, because we did have to buy a pallet of food at the beginning. So yeah, this first year they've very, very well covered their costs, so I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, so we'll finish up this quick, and I shall see you again shortly. Okay, so there's Felden, me in there, getting a bit twitchy off all the caffeine in the coffee. let's not worry about that. So yes, Alexander now is taking over the Unitrack for a bit. He's going to pop down to the thing down there with the eggs. So we're just going to watch him go on his merry way by via the wonderful thing that is like remote control technology, or drones, or something or other. Okay, where's the egg pallet? Let's see how many. We have another one? We have another box of eggs. Let's just grab that. Come on. There we go. Grab that. Run it in here quick. Okay, that's in there. Let's see how much we've got now. Oh, 13. Wasn't that the address of the Munsters house? 1313 Mockingbird Lane? Or maybe that was the Addams family. One of the two. But yeah, let's pop the eggs in there. In you go. There we go. And there should be a strap. Lovely. Okay, got the strap on. Yeah, we shall head on down to the egg sell point now and sell that, and we'll return presently. But yeah, since it's a bit of a miserable day, there's not too much going on. We'll jump cut to where the eggs are when they're getting sold, rather. But yeah, there's not much to see driving around the countryside at the moment in the rain. So a bit of a dreary day, a little bit steamy. Not the best looking day in the world, but you know, there we go. So I shall see you again shortly. Alright, here we are coming down to the little village of Vienovice, I think it is. This is the new road that we put in for them, or that they put in for themselves rather. Yeah, still looking pretty nice down here. And turned out quite nice. And they haven't done anything with those planters yet, but that's okay. So, yep, Alexander is down here. We are watching him via Pavlik cam, I suppose. Alexander cam, something like that. Okay, so we want the... which sell point was it? The Verkaufsautomat. Which, oops, is... oh, I'm standing right on it. So I think it's that one there. Yes, okay, it is that one. Well, let's open the door. Yeah, very quick opening doors there. Right in the mush. Let's see what Alexander makes for us with the old eggs. What are you going to sell? Come on, we've got a little bit of income just now. There's a sell point. Ah, there we go. There it is. Wow. 7,463. Because there was that 47 before. That's not half bad for like, half a year's worth of eggs. I'm not unhappy with that. So yeah, that's a nice little chunk of change there. Alexander will now drive back up and drop this back off at the farm and head in to do family stuff, I suppose, and then we'll pick this back up with me, and Feldon shall continue about the contracting business of the day. Yeah, I think once Alexander gets back, we'll probably pay off a little bit more on the loan as well, just to keep things ticking over nicely, maybe about 15 grand or so. Because one of the things we are going to do fairly soon, because winter's coming up obviously, and there's not a lot of field work we can do then, so there's not going to be a whole lot of contract work either. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road. Oh, I forgot to turn off the steering thing, didn't I? There we go, that's better. And yeah, because there's not a lot to do during winter time in terms of field work and contracts, what we are going to do is purchase a small-ish plot of semi-forest related land. It's not actually in the forest, it's sort of on the side of the village that's next to the forest, and it's kind of between the houses. But yeah, we're going to purchase that sort of a little later on, probably day 5 or 6 in autumn, maybe even the first day of winter, and basically do a little bit of forestry, land clearing, all that sort of fun stuff. Nothing too major. It's not going to be like giant deforestation things. Well, technically it kind of is a little bit of deforestation in a way, but that will become clear when we get to that. So yeah, we'll just wait on Alexander to bring the Unitrack back, and then we'll carry on doing the jobs we've got to do. So I'll see you back at the farm shortly. Alright, well, it looks like Alexander has brought back the Unitrack over there. We're still inside our little sort of office container thing, having our lunch break, or afternoon snack, whatever it is. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're up to 74 grand now. So like I said, we're going to pay off a tiny bit of the loan. So let's have a look here over on the loan page, or finances page rather. Where is it? Yep, we got 7,463 from the eggs harvest income over on the right there. Yeah, let's repay another 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's go 25 grand. So we're now down to 970,000, and we've got just under 50 grand left. So I think that's good. I don't think there's too much more in the way of equipment that we need to get at the moment. I mean, obviously there's things we can upgrade. It would be nice to get slightly bigger harvesters, maybe a better tractor as well. Just something slightly bigger, slightly more power, just to get things going. But we're still growing, still recovering their land and assets and everything. We've got enough that we can at least do work, so that's a good thing. And we are working on that debt too. So yeah, with that, I think we've come to the end for today. I hope you enjoyed meeting the family, as it were. It's going to make the sort of storytelling a little bit more interesting now. I think we actually have family characters we can use. You can just see 2 of their names floating around over there, and there's Yannick and Alexander looking after the kids at the moment and just doing family things. And Clara's out in the fields working a contract. But yeah, we shall carry on with all the contracts here and see what else we can do the next day or two. We'll get to the end of autumn and look towards winter and then on to next year and see what we do there. But yeah, if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like, and comments are always welcome. And if you'd like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And above all, thank you for watching. And with that, I shall hopefully see you all next time. Cheerio.